Welcome everyone to Infoblox SP Virtual Summit by Telecom Review. My name is Tony Eid, the founder and CEO of Telecom Review Group. The summit will feature insightful keynotes and a panel of C-level telecom operators and industry leaders who will discuss thoughts and the considerations for designing next-generation service providers network.
For today's session, we're going to focus on designing the next generation service providers network. So by looking at the emerging trends that are affecting service providers today, and we're going to cover various topics from the future of 5G, its impact on the customer experience, its impact on the services being provided, and also the emerging cybersecurity sector that is affecting as well the design of these next generation networks.
During this session, we will actually start by talking about what Infoblox as a service provider focused vendor doing to help organizations like you to cope with this change, be it in modernizing infrastructures, catering to the specific needs of deploying, future architectures and future services, including obviously 5G as a foundation. And what are we really doing to help you contain cost?
In the past, the two services that we were concentrating on when we deployed networks were voice and data. And and this is changing very rapidly with 5G. Now we're talking about many more services that we have to cater for, and those services come with varying requirements. So you're talking about voice, data, you're talking about AR, you're talking about gaming, you're talking about consumer versus enterprise, you're talking about private networks versus public networks.
We believe in Etisalat that the technology came with its promise. For example, the 5G technology is promising to fulfill our main core objectives and also beyond the core objectives. One of our main business objectives is to accommodate the expected traffic growth with enhanced customer experience and with the least possible cost.
Now with the 5G standard, the beauty about IT, it's historically open standards. So it's open for everyone. It's more standardized than the history of telecoms. Okay, it's all about software. So we in Vodafone are first transforming ourselves on skills because this is very important.
In addition to this, we started investing on the large amount of data that we have, given the fact that 60 to 70% of the national traffic are passing through STC. So we started monetizing the large amount of data to start understanding what sort of threats are targeting the nation and what differentiate those kind of threats versus the other countries. So what we did basically is to monetize the large amount of data, and we started producing what we call it indicator of compromises.
What we want and expect from 5G is that we have really good services, nearly ubiquitous. And we have been pushing on these boundaries via several tools. So I think the traditional toolbox of the operator has to be broadened to open up the world of 5G opportunities.
But 5G use cases will require extremely low latency. We need to be able to cache DNS address lookups locally. DNS will have to be distributed to maximize the overall system's efficiency without having to traverse the relatively slow internet backbone for each and every request. And we need to have applications that look up and prefetch DNS data before making that connection.